Giger, what do you learn after going up against Harden and Leonard after the way they perform?
Um, that they're great players. I think, Jordy said to us after the game that that type of players are, it's really hard to guard them in general. So it's not about stopping them, but about making their lives harder, right? And it's not just one-on-one, but 5 against 1 at some point, right, where um, we're not keeping anybody on the island, right, and trying to help as much as we can.
In your mind, the way you guys started first quarter down 16, what have you, do you think was any kind of hangover effect, perhaps from the way the last game ended?
What?
The way you guys started in the first quarter down 16, do you think there was any kind of hangover effect? Like, were you guys emotionally drained maybe from the way the last game ended?
I can't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just we kind of started a little bit slow. Some shots didn't fall in. And, for us, it was important just to get to this rhythm, being able to find a way how to fight the adversity and keep, playing our basketball and not being told what to do, basically, right? So, yeah, I think we got a little bit better with time, but this gap, I think, kind of get the rhythm for the whole game, which is not good, right? And we should be starting with a better pace for sure.
Now that you're almost halfway through your rookie season, right? You're shooting almost close to 40% from three on high volume. Does it put into perspective, like, why you think you didn't make as many shots last year? Like, it's a pretty wild improvement, just percentage-wise, from your year at BYU shooting the three to now. Do you have any, more perspective on what's changed, like, why the numbers look so different now?
I mean, I'm assuming, people, players got to be getting better, right? And I think that's what happened with me. I got better. My confidence got better for sure, and obviously it's a different team, different roles. So, and it's different league too. And it's better spacing, just from a standpoint of a bigger court, right? So I think there's different factors that could lead to that. But again, I think that's all started from what I wanted to get better at.
What has the adjustment been like for you? Because last year at BYU, your pick and roll volume was through the roof, live dribble playmaking. That was the main thing you did. And now here it's been a lot more spot up shooting, shooting off the dribble. What has that adjustment been like? And has that change been by design, or do you think it's kind of just the way it's playing out early on?
I mean, again, as I said, it's just different organization, different team, different players around, right? And college is so much easier to get anything out of a pick and roll, I feel like, right? Because with our spacing last year at BYU and the shooters as we had, right, where I just needed people in the corners, somebody behind me, and the big who could dunk pretty much anything, right, the Kebakeda. And in that spacing where just everybody's out and I'm just playing pick and roll in the middle, it was working because defense wasn't as good, in my opinion, right? The space was less. It was less space, but players are more, sometimes it's, they just being with their player, or if they help too much, the second player is not there for him. So I feel like it just in general, a defensive effort in college wasn't as good as here, and here players are really, really good defensively, just from a standpoint of physicality and being able to guard not just one player at the time, but two players at a time, where, and length is different, everybody's faster, so now I gotta really be super accurate with my passes if there's lob or pass to the corner where any deflection can be a steal. So I think that's kind of the biggest change for me.
And what have the coaching points been with the coaches, or things you've seen yourself of how you can kind of implement more of the pick and roll playmaking that you had BYU and kind of adjust to the better defense that you're seeing?
I mean, I'm being with the ball enough times during the game to find those pick and rolls for sure. I think that's something that sometimes we could get into through the transition and kind of a pace, right, and just the connection within the players, right. Sometimes some actions are require me playing pick and roll, so it's about what I'm trying to be efficient no matter what. As I was saying, coming to the league, I want to be I want to be versatile, and I want to be. I'm not just being sad in the corner, you know, like, oh, why am I not on the pick and roll? Like, I don't really care about that, right? If I can affect the game from the corner, I will affect the game from the corner. If it's from the top of the key, then I will be on the top of the key, you know. So it's kind of just my all-around mindset. Where the coach need me, where the team need me, I will be there, and I will try my best to be effective.
Would you tried to put Brooke on a poster there? It was a pretty aggressive take. What'd you see? Like, what was that, taking through that play a little bit?
It was scary. Can't lie, he's a big buddy. He's a really big man, and I mean, there was supposed to be a time when I'm going to start doing that, so it's better start earlier than later.